Very good morning to all of you. So, let us get the comments scroll it down so that we can see that students are okay. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. So, we'll be continuing with today's class after what we studied yesterday. So, yesterday I told you about average speed and average velocity. Once again, very good morning. So, last class, after seeing about uniform velocity and uniform speed, today now we'll be doing questions on them. So, let me tell you before starting the question that whenever we have something which is constant, then constant means the average value and instantaneous values both are taken same. Try to understand. Suppose I say that if the value of something is always 3, then if you are asked what is its average value, then I will say it is 3 only. If I take the average, if I take the value of any physical quantity, suppose it is always 10. So if it is always 10, so I will say that the average value of that quantity is also how much? 10. So this thing should be remembered that if speed is kept constant, that is we use the word uniform speed. So if speed is kept constant for an interval of time, so if you move by constant speed for an interval of time, that is uniform speed, then we will say, suppose the speed I am taking is v, then average speed for that interval will be same as v only, and this v can be written as total distance traveled by total time taken yesterday, which I said. So d by t will be v, or you can also say total distance will be speed into total time, or if they ask you total time and you know the distance and speed, so you can use this. You will just understand why I am telling such things. Whenever something is constant, kept constant over a given interval, then average speed will be same as that value. So average speed I can write as total distance by total time, we discussed yesterday. So total distance can be written as v into total time, or total time can be written as d total by v. Similarly, if velocity, now we know that velocity is a vector quantity, so let's denote velocity as v vector. This arrow just denotes that it is a vector quantity. Okay, so if velocity is kept constant, this type of motion, we give it a name. In the language of physics we call it uniform motion. So if the velocity is constant, we say it is uniform motion. Then average velocity will be also equals to velocity, and average velocity we had studied is total displacement. I had used the word, those who are new, suppose S denotes displacement, D denotes distance. I am just using an arrow just to indicate that we are talking of a vector quantity. So for vector quantity, we just show an arrow over the head that you recognize, yes, it is a vector being talked about. So total distance, total displacement by total time, or you can say total displacement will be the velocity multiplied by total time. Or if they ask what is the total time, in this case, be smart. We know we cannot divide two vectors. So about this I have told, you cannot divide two vectors, but you can take their magnitude and divide, because division of vectors is not allowed. So we can never divide them vectorially, but I can take their magnitudes and divide. So these are two important points or concepts. This should be clear to everyone while you are solving questions on average speed, average velocity during a journey if it is kept constant. Are the two things okay to all of you? Please take a screenshot of this in case when we are doing now questions, if anyone gets stuck anywhere, you can see the screenshot what we are talking of. What about IJK? Beta IJK, presently they are on holiday, okay, so they are taking rest, so when their holidays will be over, they will come back. So you can either take it as a joke or you can take it seriously also. IJK, when we will study vectors in detail, then we will talk about them. Presently, we are just focused that it is a vector quantity, okay. So unit vectors IJK, they all will be introduced later. Like few of you, you have joined our program and you are coming to offline classes say in the month of June, right? There are many students who are yet to join. So similarly IJK, these are the students who are yet to join, they will come later. So let's not talk about them presently. So here this is clear. If it is clear, we will proceed now to the numerical concept of solving questions where we divide a journey. We are making a journey and we are breaking the journey into parts. If we cover a journey in different parts, then we can use these two concepts. How we are going to use, let's see. Okay, fine. If a journey is covered in parts, so suppose you cover a journey in parts, then if they ask you average speed for the total journey, I will say we know this is total distance by total time. Now when I say total distance by total time, might be you are considering a journey which is covered in different parts. So you may be given, say example, you have covered in 3 parts and these individual distances are known. You have covered this with speeds V1, V2 and V3. So if you are covering it in V1, V2, V3 speeds, so for each part, as I told, I can write the time. Time can be written as d by v. This time can be written as d by v. This also will be written as d by v. So if we write it in this particular form, distance by speed, we are getting the 3 times. So in such problems, sometimes what they will do, sometimes they will give you the distances and they will give you the times, or sometimes they will give you distance and speed and sometimes they will give you time and speed. So you can express this in 3 different forms. What are the 3 forms? If suppose sometimes they give you the total distance, you will add, mind it, average speed is always total distance by total time. So d1 plus d2 plus d3, and they give you times also. So you will write t1 plus t2 plus t3. So if they give distance and time, average speed becomes this. Or sometimes they will give you distance, but they will not give you time, but they will give speed, like here. So t1, t2, t3 I can substitute in terms of d and v. So I can write t1 as d1 by v1, d2 by v2 and d3 by v3. Can I write so? So there is one more form in which I can write the average speed, total distance by total time. If they give distance and speed, So what we can do, sorry, distance and again from here, if you see sometimes they give speed and time. So D1 can be written as V1 T1, D2 can be written as V2 T2, D3 can be written as V3 T3. So one more form we can write, D1 can be written as V1 T1 plus V2 T2 plus V3 T3 divided by T1 plus T2 plus T3. So if you are able to understand this, we are just using the formula which I told. Let me quickly show you in the previous page. D is Vt, T is D by V, or V is D by T. These any three forms if you use, you will get whatever we have written over here. Either they give speed and time, or they give distance and time, or they give distance and speed. In any three forms we can write this. Is it clear to everyone? Now here, one important result that we are going to get, I am writing it down, one important case which we can use as a shortcut in several questions. I will show you that also. What is the important result we can get from here? If we talk of important results, suppose a journey is split into two or more equal time intervals. Now suppose you get a case where they will say that, for example, I am moving from one town to other and it is a long journey. So what I am doing, I am breaking the journey into three parts. I have decided that I will cover first part 2 hours, then take rest, again 2 hours, then again take rest, again 2 hours. So equal times if I divide the journey, if the journey is split into 2 or more equal time intervals, that is I am taking all the times equal. All I am taking equal. Suppose I am taking T. All the times I have taken as T. Then you will see an interesting thing coming over here. What is that? Then average speed for the journey, for whole journey, the average speed I can write as, you can see all the times are same. So in the numerator, I can take all the speeds common, then time will be multiplied. And in denominator, you can see all the times will be added. So suppose n parts I have broken. So denominator T plus T plus T plus T plus T plus T and so on. So this will directly become if you divide it into n parts, if you divide the time into n parts, you will directly get the average of all speeds. So average speed for whole journey will become the average of all speeds. So this is a very important result which we can use, is equals to average of all speeds. But this concept is only to be used, whenever you see that the journey is split into equal time intervals. So when you split a journey into equal time intervals, you can take the average of all the speeds, that is V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 and so on, Vn, divided by n. You cannot use it in all cases, only when you can see that times are equal. And whatever I have written over here, for speed, the same thing I can use for velocity. Here I have used it for speed, then I will use the same thing for velocity also. So I just request take a screenshot of this also. So instead of I will definitely tell with example, but before example at least see what is being told, then I can explain. Okay, you have taken a screenshot. Now what I said, if instead of speed they give velocity, then I will use the same with velocity average. If velocities are given, use average velocity for whole journey as total displacement by total time. Total displacements by total time, and displacement is a vector quantity, so its direction or sign should be mattering. Which just like the previous one, I can write like this. And if all time intervals are equal, average velocity for whole journey, same result like the previous one, you will get the average of all the velocities. Velocity you have to take sign also. Okay. So these were some important points which have to be kept in mind. Now what we will do, now we will directly come to questions. So here we have seen the concepts of average speed, average velocity when a journey is broken into parts, and in general what is average speed, average velocity, everything we saw. Let's now come to questions. Okay. So we start with our first question. We will take the data in short. What is that? Man covers a journey in 4 parts with speeds V0, 3V0, 2V0 and V0. In equal time intervals. Find average speed of whole journey. Very basic question. What I will see directly, that he is covering all the time intervals are equal. Then what is the average speed for whole journey? Since time intervals are equal, I will directly use average speed is, as I said, average of all. So 4 parts are there by total. V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 by n. N is 4. Now you just add all the speeds. V0, 3V0, 2V0, V0. 1 plus 3, 4, 2, 6, 1, 7. So my direct answer becomes 7V0 by 4. And if they say that speeds are given and in each part how much distance is covered, that is given. So in that case also we can find the average speed by just remembering average speed is total distance by total time. That formula is never going to change. It is always equals to total distance by total time. Yes, correct. It is 7V0 by 4 in this case. I hope this is clear to everyone. Now the same question I will repeat and ask, if the journey was covered in 4 equal parts of same lengths, but this time I am not taking same time, 4 equal parts of same lengths. So if I have to find the average speed, there are 4 equal parts of same length instead of time. Now you cannot use V1 plus V2 plus V3 by V4 plus V4 by 4. Why? Because the times are not equal. So just see what is the very simple technique. What you will do over here is, you just, for all such questions, try to solve by a line diagram. Try to solve by a line diagram. So if you see, they have given equal parts. I have split the journey into 4 equal parts. And suppose I take each part as D. Each part I am taking as D. Now they have given the first part speed. In the previous question you can see, first part speed is V naught. Second part you are covering with 3 V naught. Third part you are covering with 2 V naught. And fourth part you are again covering with V naught. Right? Keep it in mind, average speed, as I told, is total distance by total time. Just this thing has to be kept in mind. So if I see total distance, I can easily write total distance as D plus D plus D plus D. Whatever is not given, don't hesitate to assume it. Take distance as D, all the distances are D, D, D each. So total distance I can write 4D. Now time is not given, but they have given the speed. So I told you, when time is not given, speed and distance are given. I can write T1 as T by V naught. I can write T2 as D by 3 V naught. I can write T3 as D by 2 V naught. And I can write T4 as D by V naught. So lastly, what you have to do, you have to just add all the 4. If you add all the 4, D by V naught plus D by 3 V naught plus D by 2 V naught plus D by V naught. This is what we have to do. Fine, correct? So here we can see in the numerator we have 4D, and if you take the LCM in the denominator, 3 2s are 6 V naught, 3 2s are 6 V naught. So you can see 6 plus 2, 8 plus 3, 11 and 6, 17. So DD cancels, take this V naught up, 6 4s are 24, D by, sorry, not D, I am sorry for that, 24, DD will cancel, 24 V naught by 17, correct? We got a correct answer from some students, Syed Fayam, correct? So please make a note of this fast, or just take a screenshot. Okay, so we'll be moving on to our next question. So now we move to next question. Okay, fine. Now let us twist the question a bit. What will happen? A person covers a journey in again 4 parts. First, one third of total distance, first one third of total distance with a speed v naught. Remaining he splits into 3 equal time intervals and covers them with speeds 2v naught, 4v naught and 3v naught. Find average speed of whole journey. Let me first wait for you all, try at least once. I want to see. Did you figure out anything what we can do in this question? These questions, if you will see, generally they will try to go for lengthy solutions and all, taking too much of unknowns, variables and all. But we can solve it very easy if we go by the concept. So what we can do, Gopendra Sahu, kahan gaye sir ji? Sir ji is here only, don't worry about that. Okay. Sir ji has given you something to think of, think about that instead of worrying about him. Okay, Sayyid Fayam 9 V naught by 5. Let's check from others also. Solution is going on, sir. Where is going? Where is it going? Average speed is 2. Arey. Okay, let's see. Because one or two students are able to give answers but not all. Let's see how we can quickly solve it. I told they are saying journey is covered in 4 parts. I will first form 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Now they are saying first 1/3 of total distance. 1/3, suppose I take total distance as d. So 1/3 will become d by 3. If it becomes d by 3, suppose it is A, B, C, D, E. 1/3 distance is d by 3, let's assume. So can I say the total remaining distance will be 2d by 3? Remaining will be 2d by 3. Now in first part, they have given the speed as how much? V naught. The remaining parts, they are saying the speeds are given how much? 2 V naught. Then they have said 4 V naught. And then they have said 3 V naught. And they have mentioned that these 3 parts equal time intervals. They have mentioned equal time intervals. So see the shortcut. If these are equal time intervals, can I directly say the average speed for this part, only this part, B to E, average speed for this part B to E, how much will it become? Average speed for this part will become the average of these three, because they are in equal times. Those who were not listening to me while I was explaining this, I'm sorry, you will have problem. Otherwise it is very simple. 2, 4, 6, 3, 9, 9 by 3. 9 by 3 is 3 V naught. That's it. So now this journey became very, very simple. Why? Because now if I write average speed total journey, I will write total distance by total time. Will I write so? Now what is the total distance? D by 3 plus 2D by 3. D by 3 plus 2D by 3 becomes D. Now time. You know distance and speed. So this time A to B can I write as D by 3 V naught. Distance is D by 3. This is V naught. So D by 3 V naught. So this time becomes D by 3 V naught. Now the remaining distance is 2D by 3. And what is the speed for this whole part, BE part? It is 3 V naught. Correct. So if you see from here, D cancels. If I check what is left here, we have 1 by 3 and here we have 2 by 9. So LCM will become 9 V naught. 3 3s are 9 plus 3, sorry, this is already 9, so 2. So this goes up 9 V naught by 5. So I said earlier also very few correct answers were there, but now I hope you got this. So you can simply, while you are actually solving the problems, you need not write so many steps also. While solving, if you know that array, these are two equal time intervals, directly write the average. You got average speed, average distance. Divide both, you get the time. Here we have the distance and speed, we get the time. Total distance by total time is average speed of whole journey, you get 9 V naught by 5. Is it clear? So with limited variables and using a interesting and important concept of equal time intervals, we can solve the question very fast. Right? So we are dealing with questions, these all are uniform motion. We are dealing with such questions which just cover what? They cover total distance by total time being the average speed. Now if there is a change in direction, then we know that instead of speed we will use velocity. And if you take one direction positive, say the initial direction, then we know that the opposite direction is to be taken negative. So there you will get displacement if you are asked about average velocity. If you are asked about average speed, total distance by total time. If you are taking average velocity, total displacement by total time. Okay? Fine. So let's move on now to next question, where what we will do is, where we will be taking the concept of average velocity. Let's see that. For this particular question, what we are doing is, we are taking a very common question which is framed. Let's take some data according to the situation. Here we have home and school, and we will try to frame values by our own, and we will try to change the question also. Like the previous 3-4 questions, I took almost similar data. So here also we'll try to change the question, and let's see, change the question by changing the data and all. There is a boy who starts from home and he has to go to school. So here this distance is given, the school is 5 kilometers away. Now he starts moving at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour. The situation given is, if he turns back immediately on reaching the school, might be some reason, maybe he was not feeling well, or he thought that instead of attending the school, let's enjoy chatting on the mobile from home. So why to go to school? Let's go back. So whatever be the reason. So, or maybe his parents called that come back, there is some important work to do, right? So whatever be the reason, he turns back immediately on reaching the school. So when he turns back, but now moves at 5 km per hour, because earlier he was moving very fast, 10 km per hour, and suddenly what he did, he turned back and starts moving at 5 km per hour. This is the situation given. Now in the question what we have to find is, find his average speed and average velocity during the first 45 minutes. Now listen to this carefully. Students make a blunder. Almost every student in the beginning, they make a blunder because something goes in their mind that average speed velocity is asked, means displacement. So we will start from home to school and again come back to home only. So if you come back to home, then the time may not be 45 minutes. So some say that, sir, average velocity is 0 because he started from home and he returned back. Did I mention that he returned back to home? I said, what is the average speed and average velocity during first 45 minutes? First 45 minutes, not the total they are asking. So in this, what to do? Simple concept is, first you see that how much distance he will travel in 45 minutes. So first we will see the time taken from home to school. If I ask the time taken to home, from home to school, you will say this is distance divided by speed. Now distance is given as 5 km, and while going from home to school, he is moving at 10 km per hour. So 5 by 10 means half an hour. But since they have given in minutes, so half an hour can be written as 30 minutes. Is it clear? 30 minutes. Now what happens? He immediately turns back and his speed has also changed. But we are being asked for 45 minutes. Therefore, in remaining, how much time is remaining? 45 minus 30, which is how much minutes? 15 minutes. He has not to come to home completely. He has to move only for further 15 minutes. 15 minutes, convert in hours. How can we convert 15 minutes in hour? We can write 15 by 60, which is 1 by 4 hours. So in the remaining 1 by 4 hours, distance travelled backside. Earlier he travelled forward. So distance travelled will be speed from returning school to home multiplied by time. So speed is given, while returning he is coming at 5 km per hour and into 1 by 4. So 5 by 4 kilometers. This is backwards. Now come to the final part of the question solving, where each part now I can write in a very simple way. Average speed is total distance by total time. What is the average speed? Chandra, Venati, not understand. If you focus, then you will be able to understand. I hope you all are focusing. Those who are not focusing, looking here, there, or wasting your time, you will feel lot of difficulty. But if you see by what is being told, then you will be able to get it. Total distance. What he made, first he moved from home to school. How much is the distance mentioned? 5 kilometer. Now remaining, he has moved 5 by 4 kilometers. So 5 plus 5 by 4. This is the total distance traveled in kilometers. Total time. Time is given 45 minutes. 45 minutes. What is the meaning of 45 minutes? 45 minutes can be written as 45 by 60. That is 3 by 4 hours. We can write like this also. So here we have total time as 45 minutes, 3 by 4 hours. So from here, if you take the LCM, 5 4s are 25, 4 4 cancels by 3. Correct? We had got correct answer for this also, 8.33. 8.33 kilometer per hour. This is the average speed, 8.33. Correct. Now, if you see average velocity, here change comes. If you see average velocity, it is, I told, total displacement by total time. But for displacement, what we do? I have told that go and take one direction positive. So if I take this direction as positive, then backward direction will be negative. So how much he traveled? First he traveled positively for 5 kilometers. But on return he has moved back. He has moved back. So if I take forward as positive, this direction will be negative. So he has returned back 5 by 4 kilometer. So 5 kilometer minus 5 by 4 kilometer. But total time is 45 minutes. 45 minutes means 3 by 4 hours. So in this case, taking LCM again, 5 4s are 20 minus 5, 15 by 3, which is 5 kilometer per hour. It is glad to see that some students are giving answer in advance. Very good. Keep it up. And others who are paying attention, if you are not able to solve beta right now fast, no problem. Slow learners or fast learners, all of them together have to run a marathon over here, if you take the case of NEET, and not a 100-meter race. You are not preparing for a 100-meter race, you are preparing for a marathon which you have to write after 2 years. So some may answer fast, some may answer slow, but it matters at the end of the journey, after the end of 2 years, when all of you are sitting together, make your concepts rock solid, so that time in every question you can answer them with ease. So try to build your concept first, and don't creep and complain every sir. And this is one thing. See, I don't want to hurt anything. No offense meant, but sometimes I feel very bad. Some students in classroom also, sir, please once more. Okay. So try to remove this habit of once more. Listen to the class carefully. If you are watching any online video, be it of any subject, when the class is over, sit, see whatever has been told. Might be possible in the classroom, due to limitation of time and to cover more concepts, we are not able to deal with every particular thing again and again. But when you are watching the video, you can take a pause, you can slow the speed, everything you can do. You can pause, make notes, see what has been told, listen to that 2 or 3 times, see the steps that has been done. That is the advantage you are having presently. So after doing that, you will be understanding that yes, this was the concept that I in the morning could not understand. If you follow this particular thing, you will see that automatically the tough concepts will become easy. So first, leave this habit of giving up immediately, that sir, I cannot do, I could not understand, or once more. So leave that thing, listen to the class first, listen and then study, make notes later in the day, and then whatever, if still you are having problems, then we are over there to help you. And in every class, in the beginning, I summarize whatever I had taught in the previous class. So please don't worry about such things. I hope this concept is clear. So those who wish to take a screenshot, I think you can take that. Now I will discuss one last question. and let's see, using the same concepts that we studied, how we can solve it. Okay, so the question goes in this way. Again, there is home and school. So you can see a boy is there on his cycle. A total time he takes to return back home to school and returns back after 2 hours. But you all know very well that when we move from our place, say from our home to anywhere, you go to market also, do you find the road to be everywhere flat? Do you find it? No, you will see that sometimes the road will go up. We call that as uphill. And then the road will go down. It will become downhill. Right? Speed will also change. So he goes up, goes down, somewhere the road is flat. Achha, what will happen? Suppose I am going like this, flat road, and there is a uphill and then there is a downhill. Then while returning the same path, what will happen? The part which was downhill, now that will become uphill. And the part which was uphill, now will become downhill. And the part which was flat, will I say that the part will still remain flat only? Can you relate with this? If you are seeing uphill while going, uphill means the road is going up. So while coming back, it will become downhill. And the road which was downhill, while coming, it will become uphill. So uphill means road going up, downhill means road coming down, and flat road will remain flat both times. Now when you will cycle, when you will go to uphill, you will see that you will find lot of difficulty in riding the cycle. But when it is downhill slope, you will move faster. So that is the catch over here. The boy cycles from home to school and returns back in a total time of 2 hours. If he maintains (4 km/h) speed on flat roads, 3 km/h on uphill roads, and while coming downhill his speed is more, 6 km/h on downhill roads. Find distance between his home and school. So this is our question. Those who are not able to see it, I am making it enlarged. I hope Ravi Naik, you can now see. Okay. So here this question is a bit interesting. If you see what they have mentioned in the question, that he is moving uphill, downhill. How many uphills and downhills we don't know. Arey beta, how many uphills? Suppose there are 10 uphills. Suppose one uphill is of distance d1, second d2, so on. But total uphill I can treat as one uphill or not? Total uphill I can treat as one uphill, because for every uphill he has a distance of, speed of 3. Total downhills I can treat as 1. Total flat roads I can treat as 1. Tell me fast, can I do or not? So let there be n number of uphills or downhills, it doesn't matter. So see what we will do. They have given limited information, but still we can solve it. See how. This is suppose home H, and suppose I count, this is total flat road, this is total uphill, this is total downhill, and this is his school. Again telling, I am considering this is the total uphill, total downhill and total flat. Now what will happen? I don't know the distances. Suppose I take this distance, my wish, x kilometer, suppose. Now uphill total I take y kilometer, and downhill total I take z kilometer. Suppose I take like this. Now they have said the total time taken and distance we have to find. What is the distance from home to school? I will say it is x plus y plus z kilometer, or not? X plus y plus z kilometer. Now it can be solved easily. How you can solve easily? See, while he is going flat road, he is moving at 4. So while going here, you were moving at 4 km per hour. So obviously when you will come back, you will still move at 4 km per hour only, because it is flat road. When you are going uphill, your speed was 3 km per hour, but on returning the same road will become downhill. While going it was 3 uphill, while returning it will be downhill. So downhill speed is 6 km per hour. While you are going downhill, your speed is 6. So the same, while you are moving uphill, this will change to 3, because uphill you are moving at lesser speed. Now the moment I do so, now the question is very simple. Time from home to school and again to home, they have given total time is 2 hours. If it is 2 hours, what can I write the total time? While going x kilometer, speed was 4, so time will be x by 4. Then while returning back, again you have x by 4. While going x by 4, returning x by 4. This is the total time. Similarly, while going uphill y kilometer, you traveled at 3. So y by 3 was your time. While returning, that uphill became downhill. So y by 6. While going downhill z, you traveled at 6. And the same while returning back became z by 3. Now the best part over here is x by 4 plus x by 4 is x by 2. Y by 3 plus y by 6, take the LCM, it is also y by 2. Z by 6 plus z by 3 is again z by 2, take the LCM. So even if x, y, z were not known to me, but x plus y plus z by 2 became 2. So what is the value of x plus y plus z? It is 2 2s are 4. Okay, so x plus y plus z will become 2 2s are 4. So what is my final answer? It is 4 km. Yes, several students have given correct answer to this question also. So our final answer will be 4 km. So before ending the class, I have a special message for Ravi Nayak. Beta, Nayak word means I think leader. But don't try to be a leader in the class. In the class, you have only one leader, that is the teacher himself or herself. They are to decide when to complete or say that okay, now we are ending. Don't be a leader in the class. Be a follower first, so that you can become a leader in the future. Okay. So distance from home to school is 4 km. Yes, correct. So I hope in today's class, whatever I taught, this you all understood. this concept of how dealing with average speed, average velocity and all. So towards the end, I will just like to get a quick response, because after this your chemistry class will be starting immediately. So quick response. You got this idea how to deal with questions. Never be afraid of taking variables, or if you feel that array these are not given, if nothing is given, assume you will get your answer. And you took the screenshots also. So what we will do, definitely 1 or 2 examples more we will see in the next class, and then we will move to uniformly accelerated motion. Don't worry about that beta. Tomorrow I will take 1-2 more examples, typical and interesting examples also. So please, if you understood today's class, if you liked what was conveyed to you today, so again as a ritual we can say that I'll again repeat, do like or share with your friends, ask them also to attend the classes and ask them to subscribe if possible. So thank you and wish you all the best for your NEET preparation as going on. Okay, thank you.